We'll now look at another type of graph called a box and whisker plot. A box and whisker plot is going to be a way to graph quartiles. So there's going to be 4 steps that we have to get through. The first step is going to be to draw a scale that includes the lowest and highest values. This can be either vertical or horizontal, depending on if you want your box and whisker plot to be vertical or horizontal. So essentially, we just need to draw a number line and make sure we include our lowest and highest values. We'll then draw a box that goes from Q1 to Q3. If we do a vertical box and whisker plot, the box needs to be to the right of the scale. If we do a horizontal, it needs to be above the scale. The next step is we're going to draw a solid line through the box at our median Q2. We're then going to draw lines coming out of the box from Q1 to the minimum and then another one from Q3 to the maximum. So now that we've talked about how to do these, let's actually do an example. Once again, here's our data for the ages of the US presidents at the time of their inauguration. And in the last videos, we did find the 3 quartiles, and we can easily see that the minimum is 41 and the maximum is 70. So now let's do a box and whisker plot. Our first step is going to be to draw a scale that includes our lowest and highest values. Here we have our horizontal scale in this case, and we know that it does include the minimum of 41 and the maximum of 70. Our next step is to put a box between Q1 and Q3. We knew that Q1 was 51 and Q3 is 59. So we'll put a box in there. We also need a vertical line, a solid line at Q2. We know that Q2 is 55, so we'll put a line through the box there. We then need to draw lines between our minimum, 41, in Q1, and our maximum, which is 70, in Q3. And here's our box and whisker plot. And it's called that because we have a center box, and these 2 side lines are known as whiskers. The great thing about this graph is each portion of it represents 25% of the data. So you can see that between 41 and 51 is 25%. The first portion of this box is 25%, the second portion is 25%, and then the last whisker is 25%.